Yo, 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 what's up with it, party people in the place to be? This your boy, Mr. TREE, coming at you live and direct. And you are now tuned in to Tree TV Radio, the #1 media source for big girls. We got a special guest up in the house with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got plus-size model, Claudia Florence. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about how to get up in the plus-size modeling industry. How you doing, Miss Claudia Florence?
I'm doing wonderful tonight.
Yes. So, yeah, ladies, we about to give you this information, this hot game about how to get up in the plus-size modeling industry. Claudia Florence going to break it on down for us. Yay. So, how you been doing, Miss Claudia Florence?
I'm doing great. Can't complain. Life has been really good.
Life has been really good. I see that, girl, from the last time we had our interview. How long ago was our interview we had?
About 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago. And I'm seeing you. I'm checking you out online. I'm seeing all your accomplishments and everything. I'm like, plus-size model Claudia Florence is doing big things since we last met up. Yay. I'm real excited about this interview, Claudia Florence. Yes. So we just going to get right up into it, ladies and gentlemen. If any of you wonderful people that's joining the chat, if you got any questions or anything, holla at your boy, TREE. Join the chat right now. Ask your questions, and we'll be able to see them and answer them live. But we about to get up into this interview with Miss Claudia Florence so she can break it on down. The plus-size modeling industry. Yay. So, Miss Claudia Florence, how long, well, first of all, won't you like give the people a little bit of background about yourself? And, you know, where you came from and stuff like that.
Well, I am originally from Austria. And I moved out here to LA to become this big-time actress and model.
Okay, so how long have you been in LA?
In LA, I've been about for 20 years now.
For 20 years. So you came out here with a dream from Austria 20 years ago.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, girl. You got that staying power. Because most people, I'm going to tell you something. I live in Hollywood, California. And most people come out to Hollywood to pursue their dreams. They come out to LA. And I've seen a lot of people buckle and fold and go home. You know, they're not able to handle the pressures of being out here, being away from their family and pursuing their dreams. But you done been out here 20 years, huh?
Yes, and I'm not giving up until I accomplish my goal. And so far, I'm doing great. I mean, I'm definitely making a difference, and I'm not going to give up. I'm not a quitter. I'm a fighter and I'm a winner.
Awesome. We got Sister Elon that just joined the room. She said dreams come true if you work at it.
You are absolutely right. I always tell this to everyone. Just follow your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you you cannot do something. Because if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
Exactly. So you came out here from LA 20 years ago.
From Austria.
From Austria?
Yes, I came here from Austria 20 years ago, and originally I wanted to be an actress, and then unfortunately I had a hormonal disease that ended up, which called polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I ended up gaining 200 pounds within a 6 months period, and of course after that I realized I have to lose this weight in order to be accepted in Hollywood. And I tried every diet pill there was out there trying to change that, and unfortunately I ended up destroying my heart with that. And after that heart surgery, I told myself, you know what, forget it. I'm going to show Hollywood that you can be successful at this size. And ever since I accepted my body, doors have opened.
That's awesome. So what was that? What did you said you had again? You had what? What was the condition that you had?
I had a polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Ballistic ovarian syndrome.
Ballistic. With a heartbeat. Ballistic.
Oh, okay.
I know my accent.
So break it on down. What is that exactly?
Well, it's a hormonal disease that actually hinders you from losing weight. Like when you first get diagnosed with it, you start gaining a tremendous amount of weight without making any changes in your diet. I mean, at that time I was actually running still professionally track and field, and I was, total in shape and everything and eating right, and my weight just piled on, and I didn't know what was going on. And that's when I was diagnosed from the doctors. And then when I had took all those diet pills and trying to, lose this weight with every diet or every pill that was out there, I ended up having an aortic aneurysm.
Mm-hmm.
And for the people that don't know what that is, it's basically your aorta, which is your main artery to your body, extended 6 centimeters.
Oh wow!
And once it explodes, then it's an instant death. There's no coming back from that. And I was fortunate enough that I caught it on time,
mm-hmm.
and I'm here today to make a difference.
That's awesome. That's a great comeback story, girl.
Yes.
So, how long have you said you've been modeling again?
I've only actually been modeling on July 4th. It's going to be only 4 years. That's
only 4
it.
years. Wow, you accomplished such a lot in such a great. You accomplished such a great deal in such a short time.
Yes.
That's awesome. What advice would you give to women trying to get up in the plus size modeling industry? We're gonna break it down for them in different sections, so we just don't seem like we just running along. Because a lot of women hit me up on Facebook, and they have a lot of questions. The number one question they ask me is, Tree, how would I go about getting in the plus size modeling industry? Me myself, I'm not no model. I probably can help them out, give them tips and stuff like that, but it feels better coming from the horse's mouth per se.
Definitely.
So that's why we got you here, to let all these beautiful women know the tips and tricks on how to get started in the plus size modeling industry. So just break it on down for a woman that's asking, hey Claudia, how would I get into the plus size modeling industry?
Well, the first thing, it's going to sound a little bit strange, but any woman who wants to be in any entertainment industry or modeling, the first thing I want you guys to do is absolutely start loving your body, everything
Mm-hmm.
about it. Because if there's something about your body that you don't like, it's going to show through in pictures and on the film and everything. Anytime you have a little ounce of, low self-esteem or anything like that, it will show through.
Uh-huh.
So this is the one thing you need to do first. Once you, and the way I did it, even myself, I had to work on that. You look at the areas that you don't like. You tell yourself every single day, you know what? For example, now you don't like your thighs. You tell yourself every day, I have beautiful thighs. You do this for 30 days. Straight through.
But you do got beautiful thighs.
No, I have beautiful. I'm just using an example.
Okay, my bad.
No.
I'm like, girl, you do got some beautiful thighs. Them thighs look super sexy.
No, there's nothing wrong with my thighs. I was just using an example,
Okay.
but that's something that I suggest. And then, you do this for 30 days, and then eventually, it's gonna become a habit, and you're gonna end up picking that up, and then you end up really loving your body. And once you get to that stage, then you need to start building your portfolio. And you should just shoot with different photographers, use different, show your versatility, do like, shoots with, business attire, casual, sportswear, anything to because you want to show brands out there, you know what, I'm markable. I'm markable. No matter what you put on me, I'm markable. So that's the first tip.
Okay. First tip, that's good. So you want women to start up a portfolio is basically,
Yes.
the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to speak about the seriousness of it. Like for women who are serious about modeling per se, these Instagram cell phone models. And I want you to break down and explain to the women that modeling is an investment. You have to invest your time as well as your money into it as well. And I think a lot of these women get misconstrued just because they have a cell phone in their hand and they have platforms like Instagram and Facebook and they're able to take pictures with their cell phone. They think they can become an instant plus size model, an instant wonder, overnight success. So I want you to break down to the ladies on the seriousness of it and the seriousness of being serious about modeling and the investment you have to put towards it as far as time and money.
I mean, modeling is definitely not a game. I mean, modeling should be done because you really want to pursue this as your main job and making actual money with it. I mean, if you want to go into modeling because you want attention, or you want attention from men or anything like that, I suggest you just close your account and move along, because that's not the right reason to go into modeling. Modeling is definitely an investment. You constantly have to invest in yourself. I mean, in the beginning, you have to invest in photographers. You got to pay for photographers. You got to pay for makeup and hair, because you wanna every time when you shoot, you wanna present yourself professionally, and you have to have professional makeup done. You have to have professional hair done. Now, if you're a makeup artist, then hey, you're already ahead of everything. But if you're not, then I definitely suggest you invest in that. And then also wardrobe. You gotta always make sure you have the newest styles, all about fashion, and also your upkeep. I mean, you have to make sure your hair, your nails, everything is done. I mean, you're a model. You're like basically a walking canvas. And for the designer, whoever designer you represent, and even if you don't represent a designer yet, you want to do that so a designer can say, you know what, this woman looks really lovely. I want her to be wearing my clothing, my brand. And that's something, that's very important. And so it does cost money. I mean, I'm not going to say it's cheap. I invested thousands of dollars in myself.
I'm a witness to that. Thousands. So all you ladies out there who don't take modeling serious and figure it's just a little free ride and you about to get some free pictures, you better listen to plus size model Claudia Florence. I mean, that's part of the reasons why she's successful, because she took it serious in the first place and she invested her time as well as her money up into it, and now she's starting to reap the benefits.
And then, of course, once you do the pictures and you have beautiful pictures, I mean, they say a beautiful portfolio, then you want to start submitting this portfolio to agencies, to designers. I mean, you just want to get yourself out there, because, I mean, people need to see you. And plus, also promote yourself on social media. But, social media should be only a platform to show off your work. There should not be, you don't want to mix your profession with drama or stuff that's going on in your personal life. I mean, we all have problems. Everybody does. But your problems should not be displayed on social media. Only your work should be displayed on social media. I mean, that's because, I mean, when a designer looks at your page, they want to look at you and say, you know what, this is a person who handles herself very professionally.
Yes.
And that's the person I want to deal with. If they see a lot of drama or this and that, they will not want to touch you. You become the B list, which is called bad model.
Oh, bad B list. Ladies, you don't want to come up on that B list. Bad model. You definitely don't want to come on that B list.
I mean, believe it or not, I was on the B list at one point. And the reason why I was on the B list, because in the beginning, I had no clue about modeling. And I had no guidance, no nothing. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to stand in front of the camera and pose. And I started posing in lingerie in the beginning. And I didn't even, I didn't know there was all this stigma about, big girls in lingerie, that this got to be associated with porn. I had no clue about that. I mean, I just thought, hey, I'm a beautiful woman. I'm confident in myself. I want to show the world my confidence and my beauty. But those pictures ended up putting me on the B list. Because designers would look at that and say, this is trashy. And so I was put on the B list. And so I had to reinvent myself and my style and delete all those pictures and basically put myself in a whole new classy light. And that's why I want to make sure that women out there, they learn this from me. Don't do that. And I'm telling you right now, there will be, especially as a big girl, you will have a lot of company approaching you, trying to tell you to do, certain, they will offer you a lot of money for taking off your clothing or to, do certain videos, fetish videos or something like that. Stay away from that. It's all a bunch of games. I mean, it's fake. They will tell you, they will tell you a number that you think, oh my God, that would be so great if I could earn this each month and then I don't have to worry about bills. But in reality, it's all a trick. And don't fall for it, because you will ruin your career if you go in that direction. So if you're really serious about modeling, start off in classy ways. I mean, start off with classy modeling, and I guarantee you doors will open. And even if people, offer you big money to whatever, do anything, not so classy, turn them down. I'm guarantee you bigger money will come. I mean, like they say, when one door closes, a better one opens, and that's always the case. But especially when you're successful, there's going to be a lot of people who want to, bring you down. They want to hurt your career because they don't want you to be on top. They want to bring you down, and they will do anything it takes to bring you down. And so that's why I just say, stay focused and do your thing, and don't let anybody bring you down.
Awesome. That's a great message out there for the ladies. Stay focused, ladies. Don't let nobody bring you down. Yay. But I understand what you mean about, keeping the drama down off your Facebook page. You shouldn't mix your personal life, ladies, with, your business. You got to look at yourself as you a business now. Claudia Florence is a business. She's a business entity. Her name is a business entity. Her body is a business entity now. You got to treat it like a business. She's a model. She's showing off her super duper courageous, sexy body. Oh, wait, look at this picture up right here, ladies and gentlemen. Them hips is like, oh my God, weren't you in a documentary or something for the biggest hips in the world or something like that? I remember seeing that about a year ago or something.
Yes, I was actually asked to participate in a documentary where they followed 4 ladies for the biggest hips in the world, and I was one of the chosen ones, and they followed my modeling career, and that actually opened up many doors for me, because it ended up featuring me in a major magazine all the way in Austria called Women's, which is kind of like Vogue.
Oh, okay.
And from that, I also was put in another documentary just recently, just a couple months ago, with the German network called RTL.
We got some questions in here for some of the listeners. We got a question from Elon. She says, is there one type of modeling you prefer over others?
I mean, yes. I mean, the modeling that I prefer is basically print work, catalog, fashion modeling. That's my thing. I mean, I'm going for the big gun. I want to do like the fashion modeling where you work for designers, where you do fashion shows and all over the world. So that's the thing that I am going for.
Oh yeah. Okay, we got another question from Connie. How did you know you were on the B list, Claudia?
I was actually told that by some designers. I would approach. I was actually later on when I changed my image. I mean, I just knew something wasn't right because at first I did some lingerie pictures, and then I put, classy pictures up, but I was just not picking up any designers. Nobody was really picking me up as a model, and so I knew something was wrong. Always listen to your instinct. I mean, your instinct will tell you need to make changes, and so So that's when once I made the changes and I started sending my portfolio to designers, they would actually tell me, "Oh my God, you're beautiful. I'm so glad I'm able to work with you now because of before you were in the B list." And so that was really, I mean, that's how I learned about this whole B list thing.
Oh, okay. We got another question from Connie. She says, how did you keep yourself laser focused in the industry and not fall into traps?
Again, always listen to your instinct. I mean, you want to always be focused, and then there's little tricks, like, I mean, you really have to like do your thing and focus and don't listen to nobody and nothing. You have to really make sure you're focused, and then also kind of, when you see certain things, like for example now, when you get let's say you get approached by a magazine. Like a professional magazine will, for example, say, Melissa from @Vogue.com. Then this was from Vogue. Now, there will be certain people who will send you an email saying, for example, Mike Vogue @gmail.com or yahoo.com or hotmail.com. Now, when you get those are all fake. I mean, magazines will use the actual name in the email as the .com thing. They will not use, anything else. So you just have to be really careful that you don't fall into any scams, because there's a lot of scams out there, for sure.
Exactly, I know. It's a lot of scams out there, ladies. And on a lot of this stuff, you can use your common sense. If somebody's approaching you for business, then if you look at their Facebook page and don't see nothing about the business they're trying to pitch to you about, then 10 times out of 10, not 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, it's a scam. You have a lot of these dudes who claim to be photographers, but they'll never have no work up. Ladies, so just learn how to use your discretion. Yay.
Now I got another question from Connie.
Okay, you go ahead and read it this time.
At one point of the career, did you finally see the light and doors starting to open? I mean, I actually would have to say right away from the beginning, I saw it to open, because once I started putting the first pictures up, I got such a high demand from people, liking and responding to me, and my YouTube numbers went, through the roof. So I actually got response right away, but I would say my highlight really came more from after doing the documentary for the UK. That's when the doors started opening left and right with radio shows and magazines, features, and it just took off from there. I mean, that show was originally aired in Britain, and then it was aired all over the world, and then it actually came to the United States. It was aired on TLC, and it was aired on the Discovery Channel, and it was just all over the place, and it was picked up by Huffington Post. I mean, it was just like overnight, just like explosion.
So you was mentioning something about your YouTube channel. You said it had a lot of views on there. How many views do you have on your YouTube channel?
I deleted some videos, so now I have 2.9 million views.
What?
Yes.
You got 2.9 million?
Yes.
Your YouTube page is platinum? Claudia Florence is putting in that work. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, girls. Because it's a numbers game. Numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. People do. I know you got a lot of people out there who's delusional, who think they're really doing something, but their numbers don't match up. This woman's numbers right here match up to her success, to what she's doing. She's a very known, well plus-size model out there who done accomplished a lot in 4 years. Yeah.
That's right. And I also want to say, I mean, I even kind of was now posting a lot of videos because I've been so caught up with work and so many, shows and different things that I had going on. So I actually haven't posted a new video, but I'm now starting a little talk show which called Curvy Talk, which I will be inviting different models and different people to just talk about different subjects. And I'm also going to start doing some video blogging about my life, because I get asked so many questions. People always want to know more about me, and so I'm going to open the door for everyone to really find out who is Claudia Floraunce.
Exactly. Go ahead and type something up in the chat room so people can just click onto it and add your YouTube page. If you guys see this picture on the screen right now, if you look at the bottom, that's Claudia Floraunce's YouTube link. We're going to have all the links to her website and also YouTube page up in the description after the video, so you guys be able to click onto it and subscribe to Claudia Floraunce, plus size model. Yeah.
You can actually go to my website called claudiafloraunce.com, which I just put the link, at least I thought I put the link. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and type it out.
It's not copyrighted. So if you go to claudiafloraunce.com, you can follow me on all my social medias. It will connect you to everything.
Yeah. Or you just got to type in Claudia Floraunce up in Google. Google definitely know who Claudia Floraunce is.
Wait a minute, Europe is more inviting for the BBW community. I mean, I'm not part of the BBW community. I just want to put that out there. I am a plus size model, not a BBW model. There's a big difference. When I can explain this why, because if you, for example, now Google BBW on the Google images, you will find a lot of adult rated pictures on those. And then if you Google plus size on the images, you will find, women dressed in a classy way. So that's why I don't really like to associate myself with the BBW community, because I don't want to be looked at in any wrong way.
So Claudia Floraunce says there's a difference. She says she's a plus size model, not a BBW model. Thanks for the clarification, Claudia Floraunce.
Yeah, I had to learn this again the hard way. Because in the beginning I used to be very active, going to BBW clubs and stuff like that. And that's when, again, I learned from designers working with different models that if you associate yourself a lot with BBW, you will not get taken serious. So you have to kind of, start associating yourself with plus size. And that's how you will open doors. It's very sad that this stigma, unfortunately, is out there involving the name Big Beautiful Woman, because it should really represent a big beautiful woman. But I didn't make the rules. I'm just seeing what's happening on Google, and I'm just trying to make sure that there's no misunderstandings, because even in the past, when I would refer myself as a BBW model, I would get my inbox full with porn offers and stuff like that, and that's definitely not the route I want to take. So now I just refer myself only as a plus size model. And by all means, I want to make sure everyone understands that I don't have anything against BBW. I think big women are big and beautiful.
Yeah, they are. Shout out to all the BBW porn stars out there, them is my homegirls. I be in a lot of pictures with them and stuff because they be at the events. My only problem is with the whole porn thing, I just feel like, the women get underpaid. A BBW's body to me, or, a plus size woman's body to me is like visual art. It's just so beautiful. It's heaven. And I just figure, if you're giving somebody a glimpse of heaven, it should be worth a whole lot of money. Yeah.
Now, someone is asking what size is be considered plus size. Unfortunately, with this industry, size 10 is already considered a plus size. Plus size is starting at size 10. I personally, this is my own personal feelings about it, and this is why I'm fighting so hard, breaking those door open, because I feel like, if you can shop in a regular store for clothing, then you're not a plus size. That is my own personal opinion. I hope I'm not going to get chopped for that one, but this is just my opinion, and this is why I am working so hard. I mean, I'm a proud size 24, 26.
Oh, wee.
And
how big is them hips? What's the measurement on them hips? The world's biggest hips.
It's 68 inches.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
But I just like to see more designers using models of all sizes, because, I mean, when I go to a store or when I see a website, I would like to know, how does this outfit look on my size? Because, I mean, you can put a dress on somebody's size 10, and then you can put on the same dress on somebody like me, size 24, and it will look obviously completely different. So, and this is why I'm working so hard, because I want to see more designers. And even Lane Bryant, Torrid, all those big time designers, they really don't like to use models over size 20 is the highest. I mean, I believe, I'm not sure if it was Torrid, I think, or Lane Bryant they used Tess Monster in it, and she's size 22. So they did make an exception for her.
Why do you think they don't use, women like your size and stuff?
I actually got contacted by Lane Bryant a couple years ago, and they told one of the model search person, and they told me I was absolutely stunning and beautiful, but they believe that women in those bigger sizes, they don't come through very confident in pictures. And I sent numerous pictures wearing the clothing, but I still was not picked. And that was something that I heard directly from the source of Lane Bryant. So I just don't know why they don't do that, but I really I would love for them to, for any brand to start expanding themselves and really show diversity in the models. Give everyone a chance, give every nationality a chance, give everybody a chance. That's what I would love to see.
We got a question from Connie. She says, is there an age limit in the plus model industry?
You know what? I say no, because you can say that there, of course agency will tell you, oh, I'm not going to sign you past. There's one agency, on top of my head, let's see, I don't know which agency right now, but I heard some which said like the cutoff year was 27. But for me, I just say, just work on yourself. Of course, make sure that you keep your face up and everything, and you're gonna have chances to do any. You will be able to model at any age. Anytime, like I said, if you put your mind to it, there's no stopping you. You can do this. I'm doing it. I'm 40. I'm 41 years old, and if you're gonna tell me, I had people tell me before, you're too old for my line, and I said, okay, you tell me this, but you know what? When they saw my numbers go up and up and up, and my demand became higher and higher and higher, those are the same people in my inbox right now want to work with me, and now I say, no, thank you.
Right on, girl. We got a question from Angelina. She says, very good job, Claudia.
Thank you.
Age and height have been two critical matters in the modeling industry. Is there a good market for plus-size women under 5'9"?
Again, definitely. Look at, for example, now Tess Monster. She's 5'5", and she's killing the game. So you cannot tell. Certain runway shows, I will say that, like major runway shows, if you want to do runway, like New York, LA, like the big ones, Paris, Milan, they do have a height limit, and it's 5'7", I believe, 5'7" or 5'9". I would have. I think they changed it now to 5'9", but it used to be 5'7", was the max. The smallest height.
Okay. We got another question from Connie again. Have you ever considered in mentoring other plus-size ladies in the near future?
Yes, I do. I'm very open I mean, actually, the lady who just asked me the question, Angelina.
She mentors Angelina, yes.
She's. I mean, I love working with her. She's a beautiful model, and I'm not the type of model. I mean, I know people always want to perceive me as stuck up. I don't know where they get this from, because I'm very approachable, and I really believe we all beautiful. We all different. And you don't know what designers look. You know, you might be beautiful to this one designer, but absolutely not beautiful to this other designer. So you never know, and so that's why if I can be at any help and I can help somebody, then that makes me feel great. And I'm definitely always open. I mean, I always tell those models out there, if you have any questions, I mean, hit me up, send me a message. I mean, I do get a lot of messages, so just be patient. I do answer them. But I'm always open to questions. And you can also, again, go to my website, claudiaflorence.com, and you can go, ask me a question. You can contact me that way. And, any tips. And even if you have like an experience where you feel like down, somebody shut the door on you or something, and you feel like down and you need a pep talk, hit me up. I will give you the pep talk. So
Connie Cole says, Tess is killing the game. But why do you think she is, Claudia?
Well, Tess and I actually became friends now, and she's a beautiful person. And Tess is killing the game because Tess has a very huge following. And of course, when you have this huge following, there's more brands, they want to attach themselves to you. I mean, it's common sense. If you have, let's say you have a model with 1 million followers and you have a model with 1,000 followers. If you put, your brand on the model with 1 million followers, you're getting 1 million people exposed to your brand.
Exactly.
Now, if you put the same brand on a model with 1,000 followers, it's going to be only 1,000 people who are going to see your brand. So, of course, brands will attach themselves, whoever has the higher media presence. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm quite successful, and I have people from all over the world coming over here, filming me and featuring me in magazine, is because I constantly promote myself. And by constantly promoting myself, I have now a real presence online. I show up in the Google engines, I show up everywhere, and that's from hard work. Promoting. That's why when I started doing this modeling, I told myself, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. I started modeling totally by accident. It wasn't even, at that time, I didn't even think about modeling anymore. And I actually thought I was going to be too old. I'm never going to do this modeling, and I'm going to get into that story in a minute. But so when I started doing that, I lost my train of thought now.
It's okay, girl. We got a lot going on here.
I'm trying to paddle myself back.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, that was Connie. I think she was asking, he was basically explaining about the media exposure and stuff like that, far as, why would a person get chosen, by one of these big companies and that. And I want to really touch in on that, and I want you to break it on down and explain to the women the promoting process, far as how much time that you put into it and the seriousness of it. Like we were saying earlier, that it's not cool to be caught up in all the Facebook shenanigans. Like when you get on Facebook, you should be promoting your modeling, right, Claudia?
Correct.
Not looking at the timeline, getting involved in the next person's gossip and stuff. Do you have like a method that you use as far as promoting and stuff?
I pretty much, like I said, I go on Facebook or social media. I just go on there to basically show my work. You want to show your work. I don't go there to chit chat. I don't go there to, talk about my life or anything like that. I'm just focused.
Exactly, because you just focus on the business part, not about your personal life, right?
Correct. And then I also want to really quickly point out, since Jamila, which is a wonderful designer called Jamila J.
Shout out to Jamila J. How you doing, girl?
I worked with Jamila. I got the pleasure to work with this wonderful lady.
Is she a designer?
She's a designer, and the picture you're seeing right now, this is one of the dresses that she designed.
Oh, really?
And it's Jamila J plus size designs, and she just confirmed that the height for the major fashion shows is 5'9". I just want to put it out there. So.
And how tall are you, Claudia?
I am 5'11". But again, I don't want you models, if you think to yourself, oh my God, I'm not 5'9", don't feel discouraged, because you know what? If you're not that height, you can still be a print model. You can still do catalogs. I mean, you'd never want to be discouraged and never, I mean, if this is, and even if your dream is a runway, don't be discouraged, work on your walk, have the most powerful walk, and maybe one designer is going to say, oh my goodness, I love this walk, you're walking like Naomi Campbell, I love it, I must have you in the show, and they will put you in the show. So definitely do not get discouraged by anything. So I want to put this out there. If your dream is to be a plus size model, you can do it if you put your mind to it.
Awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to. We got a question from El Marie Plus Model. She says, I applaud you, Claudia. Oh, that's not a question. I guess she's saying, I applaud you, Claudia. Exactly. Self-promotion is the key. How you doing, El Marie Plus Model? Glad you can make it.
Thank you. Thank you for joining the show and listening to me.
Yeah. You ladies typed them all questions out. I know you got a bunch of questions from Claudia Florence, so now is your time to ask them and everything. So, Claudia, what other stuff? I mean, I remember when we first started working together a long time ago, you were doing martial arts.
Yes.
And also you were a track and field star.
Yes, not a star, but I did professional track and field.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, again, modeling, anything in the entertainment industry, you always want to make sure you keep your body up. You want to make sure you work out, you're healthy, you're living a healthy lifestyle, you're eating healthy, because it shows through. I mean, you want to make sure you have beautiful skin, you're hydrated, because, your skin will, trust me, even if you say, oh, I eat clean and I eat this, when you take a picture, the picture will tell you the truth. So just, you definitely want to work on yourself and always want to make sure you try to be as healthy as possible.
Okay. So what sites would you recommend for a woman trying to get started out in the plus size modeling business, as far as promotion and stuff? Is there any particular sites that they would go to promote themselves on?
Well, there's one site that was actually started by a friend of mine named Jamila, and she's also the designer I just spoke to about. And she started a web page right now. It's called Plus Size Casting, and it's a really great website because it's, first of all, yourself, and this one is designed just for plus size, so it gives us like a chance, like if there's any movies out there or any fashion shows or designers seeking models, or if there's a plus size designer, it's going to be like a major networking platform for, if you're a director, if you're a producer, if you're a designer, if you're a model, if you're an actress, even if you're a plus size man, I mean, it's not just limited to women, it's for men also. So if there's anything that has to do with plus size, it will be the platform for that. So you definitely want to go, start signing up with that. And again, the website is plussizecasting.com. You can see it, the picture right now is showing, and definitely go ahead and sign up. That would be the first step, because it's gonna be really big, and we deserve that. We need our own platform. We don't. I mean, we shouldn't have to search for roles and all that. It's nice to go to one site and know that, okay, this is the site for me that caters to me, my size.
Awesome. That's plussizecasting.com.
Correct.
We got the picture of it for you on the screen, ladies. So check out plussizecasting.com, and that's with Miss Jamila.
Jamila J.
Jamila J. How you doing, Miss Jamila J? You're going to have to come get an interview, girl, on Tree TV Radio, so we can put the word out there about plussizecasting.com, a platform that's built for the plus-size women. That's what I'm talking about. How would you give advice about Instagram and all these other platforms, that are used for promoting? Are there any good? Twitter and...
I mean, my favorite ones is... I mean, I know they have so many. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My personal favorite ones is Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Those are the ones that I deal with. The other ones, I mean, I'm signed on with the other ones, but I really don't promote them much. Because it's just, I mean, then I would be sitting in front of the computer all day long.
I know how that is, man. It's just time consuming to try to keep up with all these different sites. Me, myself, I only got Facebook.
Yeah, and then I also want to do a little tip on, since we are, and definitely always make sure when you post a picture on Instagram especially, or Twitter, make sure you hashtag, use hashtag plus model, plus size model. You always make sure that you hashtag your name. That's going to get your name out there. Don't just post pictures and put a sentence with it, because nobody's going to find you. So you want to be found, you want to be looked at. So make sure that you always put hashtags. And if you're wearing a designer, make sure you give a shout out to the designer. Make sure you obviously list them, tag them in, and list the brand name that you're wearing, and list the photographer that shot you, and whoever was part of the project, hair and makeup. You always want to make sure whatever you do, you give back, and you show respect and credit to everyone that basically made this magic happen with you.
Awesome. That's very important too, Always, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, you always supposed to give credit to those who deserve their credit. I wanted to ask you, oh my goodness, I done lost my train of thought.
Now it's your turn.
It's my turn. I done lost my composure around all this sexiness up in here. Now I got to get focused, right back focused. So tell us, what have you accomplished in the 4 years that you have been a plus size model? Like, have you been in any magazine publications?
I've been in numerous magazines.
Numerous?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean,
can you name a few of them?
I mean, it's for any woman.
Mm-hmm.
I just was featured in the recent magazine. It's called, let me look at it, what the name was of that one. And then I also was featured in the Soul Source magazine. I was featured in Women's magazine. There's so many out there that I was featured, so it's hard to keep track of all of them. But again, if you go to my website, claudiafloraunce.com, and you go into accomplishments, you will see all of them listed.
That's awesome. I see you have a very large following on Facebook. That's extraordinary right there. That shows that you've been handling your business and promoting yourself properly. And your Facebook page looks amazing. There's nothing about your personal life is coming it's giving me what I want, what I come to the page for, which is to see Claudia Florence. That's what you models have to understand, is that your fans, they coming to your page to see you. They're not coming to see your problems and stuff like that. And so, ladies, if you got, make 2 pages up. Have one for your business, which is your modeling, and have your personal page. But don't never mix the 2 up, because that's when you start getting in trouble. Ain't that right, Miss Claudia?
That's correct.
I see a lot of models out there, and I know all about their personal business, the baby daddy drama, the whole nine, and I'm really not trying to see that or hear that.
Yes, you wanna, like, I mean, I cannot stress that enough, because unfortunately a lot of people always wanna, post everything about their life. I mean, it's okay if you're posting pictures. For example, if you're, if you have a family and you have children, it's okay to post pictures with you and your children. But if there's anything negative going on in your life, don't post that, because really, people want to see positivity. I mean, that's one thing about my page. I mean, anybody who can see my page, they will see I'm all about modeling. I'm all about handling myself professionally. And I stand for, self-confidence, love your body. I stand for, I'm very advocate against racism. I totally stand against racism. And I'm also, about positivity. I want people to always look at their life and focus on the positive. I mean, a lot of my friends, they sometimes, get mad at me, because when they come at me with problems, I will tell them, I will point out the good things that's going on in their lives, and I will not really let them dwell on the negative, and sometimes they're not very happy about that. But you know what? That's what I stand for. So I definitely, and that's what you're going to see on my page.
Awesome. Connie Cole asks a question. She says, what has been the highlight of your career in the plus-size modeling industry?
The highlight of my career was actually being featured in the newspaper in my own country. And it was so amazing to me, because that shows you how powerful our thoughts are, and the law of attraction. When I did the documentary in Austria, for the UK, I got picked up by Huffington Post, and I got picked up by a bunch of social media media sources from all over the world. And just 6 months prior to this, Test Monster got signed with a major agency, which called Milk Management. And she was featured in the newspaper in Austria, the main newspaper. And my brother sent me a picture of that, and I just thought to myself, oh, this would be my dream, to one day be in the newspaper. And then sure enough, 6 months later, when this whole thing aired and I got all this exposure all over the world, my brother called me one night, and he's like, you could have really warned us that you're going to be in the newspaper, in our own newspaper. And I said, I am? I didn't even know I was going to be in it. But because it just went like a wildfire, and I was in the Egyptian newspaper, I was in Britain, I was all over. I got so many emails, Australia, everywhere. Oh, you were in our newspaper. So that was my highlight, because I left Austria to become a star, and then to do this work in 4 years, and then come back and be in the newspaper. My dad picking up the newspaper and seeing his daughter in it, and my mom, of course. That was just, for me, I'm like, okay, I've done everything I set my goal out to be. I wanted to do fashion shows, done that. I wanted to be in a major magazine that you can actually go into a newsstand and buy, done that. Wanted to be in my own newspaper, done that. Wanted to be on TV, done that. I have literally everything that I had on the list, I checked it off. And now I'm of course, I increased my list to higher goals, and watch me, I will make this happen. And one goal I have is to be on the cover of Vogue, and watch me, I will be on the cover of Vogue.
Determination is the key.
Oh, yes.
With that being said, so what's in store for Claudia Florence? What's on the horizon? What can we expect?
Well, before I go into that, I just really quickly want to do a shout out to Beautiful magazine that just featured me in April, because I I didn't really know how to pronounce the name. I don't want to be disrespectful to them when we earlier when I was asked the question, and my brain kind of lost
the brain fart.
Yes, I didn't want to say that. Yes, I had a brain fart. So I'm very honored that they featured me, and I want to thank them. And what do I have coming up? I'm working on my own t-shirt line right now. I mean, it's basically a little bit of apparel, t-shirts, sweatpants, and it's going to have a positive message on it. I cannot reveal the message because it's in the process right now to get it copywritten and everything. But everyone is going to love it, and it's going to really address to every woman out there. I mean, every woman will be able to identify with that phrase, and it's gonna be amazing, and I'm excited, and I will make a difference because I will use models from every size, and we're about to really hit the market hard.
Hit the ground, running hard. That's what I'm talking about, girl. I wish you best luck and success to all your endeavors.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm really excited about having you on the show, and I'm pretty sure these ladies up in here who had all these questions are excited as well. There was a lot of ladies that have been inquiring about this, but the good thing about this radio show is that after we finish it, it'll be recorded for people who want to come by later on and catch the broadcast. We know it's Saturday night. We probably got a lot of ladies getting ready for the club or getting ready to go out right now. You know, while me and Miss Claudia Florence up in the studio. Yeah. You want to give some shouts out, Claudia Florence, to some people out there? I know you worked with a lot of people. There's probably a lot of shout outs you want to give and thanks to people that you've been working with throughout your modeling career. So go ahead and take the time out to just give them shouts out and just acknowledge anybody you want to acknowledge right now.
I mean, I definitely want to do shout outs to designers that I had the pleasure for working for. Artwear. He was the first designer to give me a break at my size, and I really will be forever thankful with him and for him for that. And then also Baby Doll Couture, Jamila J. I mean, and there's lots of designers. I mean, I just want to name a few, and then also I would like to want to thank all the TV crews that came out to see me from Germany, from UK, and also every photographer that I had the pleasure to work with, and who seeked me out and wanted to work with me, and then also every magazine that featured me. I mean, unfortunately, there's so many names that I would sit here still tomorrow if I would list them all, but I want to just really acknowledge the ones that are right on top of my head and that I did recent work with, so that I can get at least some shout outs out there. But definitely grateful. And I also want to thank the fans. You know, I really appreciate for you guys to take the time out to click like or comment or, you know, share my work and subscribe to all my social media outlets and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really want to thank all of you for taking the time out and doing so, because I mean, without you, the fans, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Exactly. Hold on, we got another question from Connie. She says, have you ever thought about writing a book?
Yes, I have, and I will once I get on the cover of Vogue. Once I'm on the cover of Vogue, then I will definitely write this book, because that will be my cover for the book.
Angelina, she says, I agree with Connie. I think we'd like to see you put out a book in the future. Connie also asks, how do you give back to the community for all of your blessings?
I always give back. I do charities and stuff like that. I'm very active with different charities, and I definitely believe in always giving back. I mean, I'm very much involved with, you know, feeding the homeless, providing sleeping bags for homeless people, you know, and then also I love giving back to children, you know, who are sick, who, you know, unfortunately have cancer. So, and then I'm very active in pet rescue. So I have a lot of outlets where I like to give back.
That's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have all of Claudia Florance's information. ClaudiaFlorence.com is her website. All you wonderful people can go there, and all her links to all her social media sites are right there. Also, subscribe to Claudia Florance's YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that, and she's going to be coming out with a lot of videos.
Yes.
You know, I'm actually working on some videos of hers. You know, I'm this video man. So I'm working on some type productions for Miss Claudia Florence, and I'm really excited about that.
Thank you.
Yay. So if there's any final things you want to say, any final goodbyes and stuff to your fans out there?
I mean, basically, I cannot stress this enough. Go for your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you no. I mean, you will see so many people. I mean, just an example, when you tell somebody, I want to become a plus size model, the first thing people will tell you, oh, there's like a lot of competition out there, and don't think about that. Do not let other people in your head and doubt you. If you believe that you're beautiful and you love yourself, then go for your dream. I mean, I had my own family they wanted to protect me because they know I carry my heart on the sleeve, and they would say to me, I don't think there's a market for your size. I don't want you to get hurt. And my own family would tell me that. But, I knew so deeply, I believed so deeply in myself that I told my Mom, it's okay. I'm gonna break doors. I'm gonna open doors, and just watch me. And this was the biggest, when this recently, a month ago, when this documentary aired in Germany, and it aired all over Europe, and when my family was able to watch it, my mom told me, I'm proud of you, and keep doing what you're doing, and don't stop. And you're gonna end up proving people wrong. And I'm not saying do this to prove people wrong, but I'm just saying don't let anybody stop you. Just really go for it. And don't listen to negativity, and just really pursue your dream.
Connie says, Claudia, you're a blessing for the plus size industry. How do you keep yourself positive in a negative world?
I do a lot of, I watch a lot of positive videos. I read a lot of books, that are always positive quotes, and I just always make sure I keep my mind in a positive frame. And trust me, it's not easy. I mean, we all have problems. We all have issues and days where we don't feel good, but you just have to train your thought. You just have to, if you feel like one day, I'm not feeling good, instead of allowing that thought affect you, tell yourself, no, I'm feeling great. Even if it's fake, just keep telling yourself, because eventually your body will pick up and it's going to happen. Because I'm telling you, it's very important that you stay positive. Because if you stay in the negative, guess what? You're going to attract nothing but negativity. But if you stay in the positive, you will attract nothing but positive things.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You get what you put out into the universe.
Correct.
I walk around receiving so many blessings, but that's because I stay put blessings out. Every time you see me, I'm uplifting the next person. I'm going out of my way to be positive. So Claudia is actually stating some true stuff that actually works. I'm living proof of that. Yay.
And then there's another thing I want to address. Especially plus size modeling is very cutthroat. You will have models who will act like your best friend, and they want to know exactly what you're doing, and because they want to take it away from you behind your back. So I definitely want to say that's why it's very important that you always stay positive, you stay focused, and you just really, don't let anybody in what you're doing. Just do your thing, and don't really let anybody influence you. Like, you can do everything on your own. I don't want you to start thinking, oh, I cannot do this. Like, start getting codependent on people. you want to always believe, you know what, I can do this. And just, that's one lesson that I had to learn the hard way. And I just want to, since this is about modeling, I just want to give this advice to you ladies out there. Just, it's a very competitive business. I mean, I have skinny models as friends who are really high-class models. I mean, modeling for Calvin Klein and everything and doing major fashion shows. And they always tell me, they always joke around and say, lose weight and come with us because your scene is too cutthroat. But I just say, no, thank you. I like the way I am. But it's just in a joking matter. They love my body and they love the way I am.
Yes. So yeah, party people, I'm happy everybody came in to join us. Everybody who came in to join the live chat. That was plus size model Claudia Florence. Claudia Florence, I want to thank you for coming to Tree TV Radio to do a wonderful interview. So thank you for that.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is going to be a remarkable interview. All the people who didn't catch the interview, you can catch it on rebroadcast. It'll be up. As soon as we cut it off, it uploads to my Facebook channel, and we're going to get a copy of it to Claudia Florance's Facebook page as well, so she can have it on her social media sites. All you people, if you want to get in contact with Claudia Florence, go to www.claudiaflorence.com. I'm going to put a link up in the description down below, as well as to all her other social media sites. What did you say you have? Instagram.
I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have Twitter.
Facebook.
But again, on my website, it will send you to all my social media. You can pretty much find anything on my website, even my YouTube channel.
That's awesome. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get in contact with Claudia Florence, you know what to do. Hit the website up. It's been a wonderful interview here with Claudia Florence. We're going to sign over and out. And I thank everybody for coming here to Tree TV Radio today. You guys have a good one out there, and say bye-bye to the people out there, Claudia.
Bye, everyone.
Yay. This your boy TREE. This is Tree TV Radio, the #1 source for big girl media. And I'm signing over and out, party people. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that comment section up if you got any questions. Hit me up on Facebook. And we about to keep it moving. Hold on, Claudia, you got something else to say?
Yeah, I got something. I just want to make sure, please don't hesitate. If you have any questions, you can hit me up. I mean, don't feel like, that I'm not here to help you. We're all in it together. We're all trying to go achieve the same thing. We want them that there's more diversity and there's, more people, that plus size, that there's more opportunity for plus size. And so definitely just don't compete with anybody. Compete with yourself and just keep going. And if you have any questions and I can be of any help, don't hesitate.
Awesome. You party people have a good one out there. And we signing over and out. Peace.
Bye.